4-ward group of businesses involved in manufacturing of metal-based products. At a least fourth-generation entrepreneur, David is a huge advocate of utilizing one's skills and experience to create and deliver value in the marketplace. David's educational background is that of smart, okay. Industrial engineer, and his professional background is that of a manufacturing operation professional. He is a huge advocate of creating a life that makes you happy, healthy, and wealthy. He's known what to do, how to do. It significantly impacts how you view yourself, how you feel, and how you project in the world at large. And his goal today is to chat and impart a framework to help you create a happy, wealthy life for yourself. Come on to the stage. You guys, build your applause for the
Good afternoon, everybody. How are y'all doing today?
Great.
Are you feeling happy, healthy, wealthy, and whole?
Yes.
Good. So that's the topic that I want to speak about today, and it's how you can become happy, healthy, wealthy, and whole. Because that's what we all want, to live a whole, happy life. I want to start out with this quote. Whatever may be said in praise of poverty, the fact remains that it is not possible to live a really complete or successful life unless one is rich. And that was written by Wallace D. Wattles in The Science of Getting Rich. It was his first chapter, the first statement of the book. And this is important for this reason. I want to tell you before I dive in that my goal is not to inspire you. My goal is not to inform you. My goal is to equip you with the framework and tools that you need so that you can have a happy, healthy, wealthy, and whole life. If you get down with that, throw a 1 in there. I want to see. It's at least 5 people who want to do it. All right. So many men struggle with self-worth because they do not feel good about their financial situation. And you may say, why is that? It's because as men, we are conditioned, and we do believe, by and large part, that our master status in life is to be that of a provider, that of a protector, and that of a leader. And if a man cannot take care of himself in the way that he wants to and take care of his family in the way that he wants to, he will obviously have mental health issues because you are not walking in alignment with what you believe your master status to be. So today I want to give you a framework that's going to help you do that. If earning more money to take control of your life sounds good, just keep listening. We're going to dive right in. So again, I do not believe that you can truly be successful unless you live a happy, healthy, wealthy, and whole life. So, like I said, I want to equip you, and there's a method that I use in my life that I hope that you can use in yours.
I'm sorry, we can't hear you. I'm gonna switch mics for you.
Okay. Maybe I had it off or something. Is that better?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. So, this process has 5 steps. It's patterned after the word clear. The word clear has 5 letters, C, L, E, A, and R. So let's dive into that first letter. And you don't have to take notes. I'm gonna give you opportunity to get this information at the end. The first letter is to clarify your mission. So, do you even know what it means to you to have a successful life? If you have not clearly defined your mission, how do you expect to achieve that which you desire to achieve? So we have to clarify our mission. So let me give you a few things to help you out. You need to define success in very concrete terms. So again, we want to be happy, healthy, wealthy, and whole. So for this first step, how does the happy version of yourself think? And it is not enough to say that I just want to feel good. How does that next happier version of yourself think about yourself? Think about your work. Think about money. So think of it this way. If I were to come to you and say, hey, I don't like you, would you want to hang out around me? I would assume your answer to be no. So like the brother said earlier, when you put out negative thoughts and words around money, your health, and your happiness, what do you going to attract those negative things that you say you don't desire. So it starts off by saying, how does that happy, healthy, wealthy person think? And then start to orient yourself to think in that same manner. The next thing is, how does a healthy version of you eat and move? So if you want to be healthy, well, what does a healthy person do? It's not hard to find out. We had a brother that's a trainer. He takes care of his diet, he takes care of his fitness. You can pattern your behavior after a person like that. There's all kinds of people on the internet that you can see, and you can pattern your behavior after them. So if you don't know, in 2022, there's no reason for you not to know. We can get on our phones, we can find out about all the dances on TikTok. We can find out about all the foolishness on YouTube. We can also find out how to live a healthy life. The next thing is, how does the next wealthy version of you earn? And that's an important question. It's not enough to say that you just want to be rich. What does rich even mean? Have you taken time to think about it? I like to think that being rich is your ability to increasingly control more aspects of your time, of your own happiness, of your health, and your wealth. Now, why is that important? We live in a society and in a world through which most things are settled with a financial transaction. So the more money that you have, the more control you have over those transactions that affect your happiness, your health, your wealth, and your wholeness. So ask yourself a few of these questions. What problems are you best equipped to solve? So you have experience, you have a personality, you have creativity. It's not about doing what you saw the other person doing. You have to take what someone else is doing and do it with your own flavor. Or better yet, go inside and ask yourself, if I see a group of people or a person in need, how am I best equipped to help them? So my background is that of an engineer. I worked for 10 years as an engineer in corporate America, working with factories all over this country. So when I decided to go out as a full-time entrepreneur, what did I decide to do? Leverage that experience. I've helped all kinds of corporations make innumerable amounts of money and profit and get more efficient. Well, that's how I'm best equipped to serve the market, to serve people, to help you take your business from one level to the next level. That's what I'm the very best in the world at doing, if you ask me. All right? The next question I want you to ask yourself is, who do you help? So you have to know what you're the best in the world at doing, then you have to say, who can I help? So if you're not in the factory business and you're in some other business, maybe I can make a referral, maybe I can give you a framework, but I may not be the best person. My goal is not to help everybody, it's to help the people who need my help. So I want to get laser focused in on the right who that I can help. And the same thing goes for you. Now the last thing is, most of us like to start here is, well, I want to start this kind of business. This is how I can help. But if you're not the best person to do it, and you don't know who to help, how will you know how to help? So you need to define what you're the best at, and then who you're going to help, and then you'll know exactly how to help. All right? So that wraps up the first section, which is clarifying your mission. So you want to know, what am I the best at doing? Who can I help? And then naturally you'll figure out how to help them. When you put that all together, you'll have your impactful, clear life mission statement. And that's going to help you project it to the world with confidence, because you know who you are, who you can help, and how you're going to help. And when you do that, riches are sure to follow. The next section in Clear Method is the letter L, and that's to leverage your available resources. I spent the most amount of time on the clarifying your mission portion, because that's the most important part. If you know who you are, who you can help, everything else more or less takes care of itself. But these other steps are to help you get some structure around it. So I want you to leverage your available resources. And I'm not going to tell you all the resources, because I'm not you, and I don't know what you have at your disposal. But I can give you a few ideas to hopefully spark a thought process around what is available to you. Number one are your relationships. Everybody in this room has experiences. All the people that you meet are doing something. And maybe you can leverage those people to help you do what you need to do. We have social media that can connect us with billions of people. Those people want to help you as long as you can help them get something. If you help enough people get what they want out of life, they'll be more than happy to help you get what you want out of life. The next thing that you can leverage is your income. Like the brother said earlier, Think of your job as an investment. Those money, those are all just little tools. The money's not just to buy us comfort, it's to help us lever up our life. Because when you have no money, you can do things more easily. Instead of working hard, you can outsource the hard to someone else, to something else, to make your life easier, and that way you can help more people become more impactful. Because it's all about service, and the money is the tool to help us serve better. The next thing is your experience. As you've been living life, everyone here is more than a day old, therefore you have at least a day's worth of experience. So it would be a shame not to leverage your experience to do great work. The next thing is creativity. That's your unique perspective coming together to figure out how you can solve a problem. And lastly is your natural gifts. There's a quote I like: remember that your duh is somebody's aha. So if it comes easy to you, it doesn't mean it comes easy to everybody, so leverage that. The next thing you want to do is the letter E in clear, is execute a plan. So you know who you need to become, because we clarified that in your mission. You know what resources at your disposal, so the next thing you gotta do is figure out what is the one thing that you can do right now to take your life in the direction to become the person that you need to become, to do the things that you need to do. You don't gotta get everything just perfect, just one thing. If you keep it that simple, man, getting to your success is really straightforward and it's guaranteed. The next letter is analyze your results. So we analyze for efficacy and not for emotionality. So when we're looking at our results of the plan that we just executed, you're not omnipotent. It's not a failure just because it didn't turn out the way that you expected. Take some pressure off yourself and realize you don't know everything. You're not supposed to. What you're supposed to know is, this is what I thought was gonna go happen. I'm gonna try it out, see what happens. When I look at the results, my goal is just to figure out if it went well, why? If it did not go to my plan, why? And over time, you just wanna close that gap between what you expected to happen and what does happen. That means you're getting to be a better planner, which means you have an increasing level of control over the outcomes in your life. And lastly, we wanna refine, which is we want to learn from everything we've just done. We wanna simplify that process to make it more clear. Going back again to clarifying our mission, clarifying and simplifying our plan. And then lastly, you just wanna iterate, because that's what refinement does. It's just like gold, you gotta keep heating it up and pulling out impurities. It's the same thing with our life, with this process. You keep going, it never stops. You'll become more happy, more healthy, more wealthy, and more whole. I'll leave you with this quote. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. And that was spoken by Earl Nightingale. It always sticks with me about what success actually is. It's not a destination, it is a process. So stay on your process. If you did like this information, again, told you you need to take notes, I pre-recorded this for you. So all you gotta do is take out your phone. If you haven't, I'm asking you to text me a word to a number, and you'll get a link to the video that has this information so you can watch it over and over again. The number is 972-784-0855. That's 972-784-0855. I want you to text me the word clear men, and that's all one word. CLEARMEN. Send me your name and the video will be coming right your way. I appreciate your time. Y'all have a great rest of your Sunday.